Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome back to some more Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition. In this part, we will be completing the mission Gangcar Roundup for King Courtney.
I want you to steal me some Gangcar so we can do some naughty thing on our enemy turf. I want me a Mafia Sentinel, a Yakuza Stinger, and a Diablo Inferno so we can hit up any gang in Liberty. Drop them off at the garage in Newport and hear this. They're no use to me, all broke up now.
So that right there, I think, is the most interesting discrepancy between dialogue that gets said and the subtitles for that dialogue. As right there we had King Courtney saying Diablo Infernus, but then the subtitles said Diablo Stallion. So, ooh, yes, very fascinating stuff, I think, because it kind of lets the imagination run wild a little bit, potentially erotically for some folks. You know, maybe sports cars do it for you, you know, those seat sniffers out there. But, I mean, just imagine Infernus lining the streets of Hepburn Heights in the red light district. It's a pretty awesome scene, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, at the end of the day, I am glad that they ended up giving the Stallion to the Diablos for gang vehicles, because the Stallion's an awesome vehicle. It deserves a bit of representation there. And also, Portland is the industrial area of Liberty City, so it doesn't make sense for there to be sports cars running rampant around the place. So, needless to say, during this mission, we will not be collecting a Diablo Infernus, but rather a Yakuza Stinger, which we've already collected here, because there's one parked right outside of Azuka's condo. And that makes that a pretty easy steal there, but we now have a Diablo Stallion that we need to steal, and I found one in the Red Light District and Hepburn Heights, kind of in the in-between area there. But you gotta watch yourself a little bit, because after completing the mission Uzi Money, the Diablos are hostile towards Claude. So even though they don't have guns, they can still be a little dangerous if they pull you out of your vehicle and start swinging their baseball bats at you, because a lot of baseball bats just flopping around the place like mad dongs. I mean, you know, it can cause some damage. So we made it out of there quite easily and turned that vehicle in. But now for the very interesting vehicle, this final vehicle that we need to steal, is the Mafia Sentinel. And I'm using Portland Beach here to get to my Mafia Sentinel, because there are parked spawn locations for the Mafia Sentinel, kind of scattered around the place, but I think that this one is the safest to get to in St. Mark's. And the way we're going to get to it is by defying physics here, by going up this incredibly steep cliff, because apparently Claude can do that. And right outside of Salvatore's mansion, we have two Mafia Sentinels that we can snag and take back on over to Staunton Island and turn into the garage. So the way we're going to get out of this death trap area is by carefully going down this cliffside. And that won't be the last time we do something like that, by the way. And we're going to make our way to the outskirts of Portland and Harwood here, as this concrete pathway area will safely get us back to the Callahan Bridge. Now, this area of Portland has always kind of creeped me out, because you can see that there's quite a few benches along the waterway, and it kind of implies that, you know, pedestrians can sit here and enjoy the view if they want, but no pedestrians actually spawn out here. And so it just seems like a deserted area or something, and I don't know, it gives me the old heebie-jeebies there. So with that being said, we did crash the Mafia Sentinel, but the game did not register that as enough damage to where we needed to repair the vehicle, so the game is lenient in some regard there. But anyway, after turning that in, we've now completed this part, so fantastic stuff. In the next part, we will complete the final King Courtney mission, which is called Kingdom Come. So until then, I will see you next time.